Hello everyone! Welcome back to... Didn't we do this already? Okay, so, when we last left off, we defeated Ol Deadeyes. Kinda. He ran away in the end. He's programmed to automatically run away whenever his health gets low. In fact, the moment his health gets low. So once you reach that threshold, you have no opportunity to whittle down the rest of his HP. The game still counts it as a victory though, because I gained a crap ton of experience points as a reward. The question remained though, is it possible to cause enough damage that his health reaches 0 and he actually dies? Well, initially, I wasn't willing to try that out for myself because I was causing so little damage as it was. However, as I mentioned last time, I am not actually that great at this game. I can come up with some strategies, but I have a hard time remembering all of my options. And this game has a lot of options. But Amityville Van has once again come through and pointed out a strategy that I think is actually going to work. Now the question is, once we do knock Ol Deadeyes down to 0 HP, will he actually die? Or will the runaway script still trigger? Well, first things first, we need the initial setup. So what we want to do is bring along some boiled monster meat. Now, I showed how to acquire the monster meat in the last episode, but that was on an alternate file. I didn't actually have the monster meat on hand when I was fighting Ol Deadeyes. I mean, after all, you can't actually use it in battle. However, we do want to use 3 of these before the fight in order to give Grunya the might state, which increases her attack by 25%. The effect will last for 50 turns, including every individual step it takes to get to Ol Deadeyes, but I'm confident that we'll be able to defeat Ol Deadeyes well under 50 turns. Along with that, I have used the Chief's helmet in the trap against Ol Deadeyes, leaving myself with the Ring of Light equipped. Base damage from Grunya without the Ring of Light is 30 points. With the Ring of Light, it's 50 points. Now, that alone is not enough to one-shot the rest of Ol Deadeyes' health at the end. We're going to need some more strategy beyond that. So, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have done several test sessions, and I think I have come up with the best strategy using what I now know. The first thing I'm going to do is reload because, wow, we rolled some pretty terrible TP. So, try it again, but better. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I am definitely satisfied with this roll. Shame I can't use a save state. Okay, so, as I was saying, strategy. So, eventually, I want Glusha to use Hunter's Mark to lower Ol Deadeyes' defense. Not quite there yet, so in actuality, you are going to start by actually bumping up Grunya's attack. Along with that, you're eventually going to use Sand and Eyes, but you can't yet, so you are going to use a potion of energy on Grunya. As for you, you are actually going to use a potion of energy on Glusha. Now, I have learned that when Ol Deadeyes gives himself all of those buffs, He also cures his bleeding, so I'm actually not going to use Cleaving Strike yet. Instead, we're going to go ahead and use a regular attack and cause 147 points of damage. Okay, yeah, remember what I said about Grunya's base attack causing 50 points of damage? That is some nice extra damage, and that's only with the initial might and a single buff. We have not even finished up our setup yet. For that, we are going to go ahead and use Hunter's Mark. It's worth pointing out that Halting Arrow also says that it lowers defense along with speed. However, that is a typo. It actually lowers attack and speed. So we want to use Hunter's Mark. It's cheaper anyway. So let's start lowering Ol Deadeyes' defense. Along with that, you can't use Send in Eyes yet, so use an attack to buff up your TP. And you are going to use a Potion of Attack on Grunya. Now, at this point, it looks like Grunya has maximum attack. However, I have learned that buffs and debuffs actually go up to 3 stages, not 2. It just so happens that the 3rd stage does not have a unique icon, which would explain when Ol Deadeyes debuffs our magic defense and I try buffing it back up, sometimes it looked like it would not go back up. That's because our magic defense had gone down 3 stages and we were only buffing it back up to a -2 stages, which uses the same icon as -3 stages. Now, with that in mind, we'll go ahead and attack again, causing 263 points of damage. Yeah, you can see where this is going. Hunter's Mark again, please. And you go ahead and use Sand in Eyes. You're gonna need that. I think Ol Deadeyes is gonna be attacking its next turn, in fact, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Yeah, we're gonna wanna have... No, go ahead and attack, or buff Grunya's attack a bit more. Here comes Thunder. That debuffs our magic defense, but I'll go ahead and increase it back in just a moment. Okay, you got plenty of TP on hand, so how about you go ahead and use Strong Strike? And from there, we've lowered your defense by 2 stages, let's lower it by a 3rd stage. You're about to buff it back up whenever you get the shields up, but it does not go all the way to maximum. It just increases by 2 stages, so that'll be really helpful. Now, at this point, we're going to go ahead and use a handful of sand on you, so you won't be able to perform any more attacks. Now, your health is pretty low. Another hit or 2, and you're going to use those buffs and remove the blindness. But since I have some extra turns here, that means I can actually go ahead and put in some more buffs for us. So you're going to defend. You're actually going to use the last potion of energy on yourself, because we are going to really need to remove that defense once it goes up. And at this point, an extra attack might actually drop you down to 1500, and you would cast your buffs and remove the blindness. So you're going to go ahead and defend. You're going to go ahead and cast Mass Regeneration. You can defend one more time. At this point, I've lost track how many times I've used Hunter's Mark. Ah, well. Just go ahead and defend for us. You go ahead and buff everyone's defense. And I was a little too slow on the take there. Alright, well, that's going to be a little bit of a mistake. The point of blind was to put a halt to your attack cycle, because eventually you're going to start screaming at us and paralyzing us, and you're also going to cast that regeneration buff. For the moment, though, let's go ahead and do this. That was some good damage. Now, that does, of course, mean you have your buffs up. Your physical defense, though, is still pretty low. I don't think you'll scream at us on the next turn, because once you scream at us, 2 turns will pass. So I think I can go ahead and let's use Hunter Seal, buff everyone's attack, and also refresh Grunya's attack. Now, it's worth pointing out that this icon, the eye cross, means that Ol Deadeyes is immune to blind for 9 turns, so not going to be doing any more blind strategies from here. Instead, just hit hard. We can destroy that shield in a hurry, like that. And along with that, oh, if only you had enough MP for Stonefall. Oh well, we can use Scroll of Fire. Ah, there was a Scream of Fear. No! Okay, that was not game over for us, for this strategy. Because you did not regen, that's good. And as a matter of fact, let's make sure we cause some extra damage here. Because I do believe I win. Ah! Okay, cool. 900 points of damage. That is amazing. Definitely reduced him to 0, but he still ran. There was the running sound effect, and he still ran. Aww. That really puts a damper on the victory. Just to confirm, yeah, ran away. So even if you knock his health down to 0, the running script still triggers. You can't actually kill Ol Deadeyes and get an alternate ending. Ah, heck with it. I'm still proud of that. Ha! Ha 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 ha! I killed ya! The game doesn't count it, but I still killed ya! Ha! I suppose the silver lining of this is, now we know, I have in fact proven it is possible to knock him down to 1 HP, to 0 HP. And as they say, knowing is half the battle. And hey, regardless of anything, I showed a strategy that made Ol Deadeyes a heck of a lot easier. He never even got to the point where he was using his regen spell. So, there you go, everyone. The perfect strategy. With that said, I'm pretty sure that we're done with this game, assuming I haven't missed some sort of mystical item or a secret boss or something. I mean, just in case, y'all can check out how long the playlist is, and if there's another bonus video after this one, then there's something else that I missed. Otherwise, we are done. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I am ready to move on to the next one. Let's move on, please.